Alrighty, I want to get these two raster images into this vector-based program. The trick is that my vector-based program will never embed these images fully. It will only ever retain a link to them. In fact, I can go ahead and close both of these files. I don't need to have them open. So I am going to do that. The trick is, where does Maya link those images? And for that, I'm going to go to the File menu at the top of the Maya window, and I'm going to run a command called Project Window. What Project Window does is it creates a thing called a project directory. The project directory defaults to the place where Maya tried to save your files in the last project. In my case, it's C, Users, Claire, Documents, Maya, Projects. I am going to make a new project, and then I'm going to browse. I'm going to put mine on the desktop for easy access, but you can put yours in whatever place you think you're going to remember and easily access. I will call this one Hand Project 2020 because that is the year I am working in. And then I am going to come down to the bottom here and say accept. I don't need to adjust any of these other things. They are defaults that Maya is going to use. When I say accept here, it's not going to look like anything changes here in Maya. But if I go to File, Save Scene, you'll see that I am now going to my new project directory, C, Users, Claire, Desktop, Hand Project 2020, and I'm going to the Scenes file, which is appropriate for saving Maya's scenes. So I will call this one Hand Begin 01. If I drop this down and look at my desktop, oh, my messy, horrible desktop. I should have cleaned this up before I started this unit. Somewhere here, I will find that Hand 2020 folder. Give me just a moment while I look through all of my icons. Right there. I'm going to double-click to open this. And this is what a project directory looks like. It's a file folder. All of these things inside it are also file folders. Assets are like pre-made models. Autosave is an option that you can turn on in the settings and preferences. Cache is for when Maya needs to output memory for things like dynamic simulation. If I skip down a few, Images is for output images, Movies is for output movies, Scenes is where you store your scenes, and the next relevant one for us is this Source Images folder. Source Images is for any input images that you want to use. So what I am going to do is take my hand references and put them here in this image. That way, Maya will always know where they are. All of these folders need to stay in the same place with the same name, including this topmost folder. All of these things are integral to Maya understanding the link between my reference images and my Maya files. For the rest of your time using Maya, you're going to be aware of these project directories, and in fact, what you're going to do when you need to hand a project in is you are going to right-click on the project directory and you are going to zip or compress it. You can do this by using send to compressed folder. In my case, I also have a program called 7-zip on my computer. 7-zip will also compress this file folder for me. That way, when I upload this to Canvas, it will come in as one solid piece. And when my teacher downloads it and unzips it, they will have all of these separate folders, and Maya will be able to link everything properly. So that is the File Project Window command. While I'm here, I will also say that Project Window is a command that you only have to run once per project. It will make all of those folders for you. Once you have the folders, they come with this thing called a workspace file. A workspace is a script file, and it contains all of those links and your preferences. The next time I open these files, what I'll want to do is go File, Set Project. Setting Project tells Maya where all of the linked files are going to be. So I would run Set Project and then find Hand Project 2020 and say Set. And now Maya will be able to find all of the files that I've linked. So this was a discussion of project directories. File Project Window will make your project directory. That's something you only have to do once per project. Subsequent to running Project Window, when you open Maya, you will want to run File, Set Project to remind Maya where your project window is, and then you should have no problem with your linked files. I will pause here. In the next video, I will show you how to import reference images.